There's always seems to be drama and red cards.
Hard to make friends in that environment.
Fish and chips, mushy peas, curry sauce. We beat everyone, United and Liverpool and Everton and all these teams.
Hey guys, welcome back to We Are Sydney, presented to you by San Miguel. We had a big first ep, guys. We had the gaffer, and now we've got one of my favourite players, Dams.
That's right. Thank you so much for joining us once again. We're going to be doing this every fortnight, Sammy.
Yep.
Without any further ado, let's bring in the star himself. He's from the UK, but I'm telling you, the way he plays football, he may as well be a Brazilian. He's got that South American flair. I'm going to call him Lolinho. Joe Lolley, thank you so much. He's the full kit as well. How good.
Yeah, straight from training.
I love that.
Ready.
Thank you so much for coming on as well. You've started the season.
Yes,
on
fire. You've been on fire personally. I don't know what's different this season. Maybe a dip at Bondi Beach before the game or some food. I don't know. What's been different because you've been on fire?
Very kind. I don't know really. Looking after myself.
Yep.
Even though getting a year older, obviously. But yeah, looking after the body and feel pretty good physically, staying injury free, and then. I think we've got a pretty good squad and feeling around the club at the moment, so it's all contributing and, yeah, really enjoying it so far.
Joe, it feels like momentum is building. After that first round defeat, back-to-back wins, team seems to be getting better every week. Was it just a case of lots of new faces, team needs to gel, and they're going to get better and better?
Yeah, I think obviously with the first game, I think 3 of the new boys, I hadn't really played that many minutes in pre-season, so... and we're still working on things tactically and how to evolve them within the way we wanted to play. So, they're learning and we're learning about them, and it's starting to gel now. And, I think the last 2 performances have been really, really good. And yeah, obviously, we know it can bring you back down to earth pretty quickly this league. So we've got to keep that going and keep the confidence high. And yeah, I don't see why we can't have a really good season this year.
Coming off that last game, I feel like there would be a lot of confidence. You've got MacArthur next. What do you make of them? They just had a big game against the Wanderers, and now it's another Sydney derby. What are you expecting?
Yeah, well, obviously familiar with Bratz and Cass in midfield, so they'll want to make about 100 passes between them and enjoy themselves and, always got a point to prove. So it's always a tough game whenever I play them. There's always seems to be drama and red cards and plenty of excitement. So, yeah, I'm expecting a tough battle, and I think it'll be less open than probably the Newcastle game. I think the spaces will be a bit tighter, but I think it'll be obviously a good game. And yeah, as I said, all the games against them seem pretty tight and cagey, so it'll be interesting. But we're in good form, and yeah, fingers crossed.
Joe, one thing we do on this show is fan questions. Thank you once again. We thought we got a lot of questions for the gaffer. You, if there was a fan question limit, I think you hit it. We had so many. We picked this one out, though, Sammy, from Aiden Rutgers.
Yeah, great.
I'd be interested if I see any names.
Yeah,
names that you know.
You might see one later. Yeah, Aiden, great question. We've got, what's your favourite Sydney FC moment so far, Joe?
Great question.
Yeah, it is a good question. Probably... I like scoring the hat-trick. That was nice because you just don't get many. Didn't happen very often. So yeah, that was a great moment. I think all the times we've won any big game, when we play like the Wanderers or Victory, and those moments are always great to celebrate with the team. When Cass equalised last year or when JK scored the winner, those are always good moments. And just seeing, just going out and seeing the stadium full on like derby days and things like that. I think those are always like
Can't beat the derby.
Yeah, you can't beat those moments. So I like those moments.
You've had a few moments already. Like we were just talking off camera, saying like, low key, you've racked up some years here at the club. But I want to go all the way back now, Joe, to you coming up. You had a very interesting rise. You were a part of the Birmingham City Academy.
Yeah. But
then you pivoted to non-league football. Can you explain that pivot? Like, was it something that came out of the blue, or was it something that you noticed that you would have to have done?
Well, when I was about 15, I was about that big.
Oh, really?
So, yeah. So I was at Birmingham City then, and I had a big growth spurt from sort of 15 to 16, but I didn't play for about a year. And they wanted to keep me around, but not offer me like what they call a scholarship there. Slightly different scholarships to here, but along those lines. And but they wanted me to still go to school, and anyway, it just didn't work. I didn't feel like they really wanted me, so I just went back and went into college and started playing sort of local football back with my mates and enjoying it a bit, because I hadn't played for a year because I had problems with growing and things like that. So then it just happened naturally that I went along that route, and out of academy football, and through a different path.
How competitive is that the academy atmosphere in England? Like, you hear of so many great academies. You're a part of Birmingham, of course. They produced the Bellinghams.
Yeah.
You hear of so many people that fall through the cracks. Like, how competitive was that even as a youngster?
Yeah, it was, and obviously everyone feels like he's obviously trying to make it to be a professional. I think I was lucky with my parents, who kept me quite grounded and made sure that as long as you're enjoying it, that's all that mattered. And I think probably through that I ended up making the decision to not stay, because I wasn't enjoying it. I didn't really feel like I was part of what they wanted. I think they felt like they'd moved on a little bit, but it's a cutthroat industry. Especially probably they give more support now maybe to people who are released, but probably 15, I forgot I'm old. 15,
We're
20.
around the same age.
Yeah.
You were all old.
18 years ago, it's probably a little bit different. And but it was super competitive, and it's even in my age group now, we had a great academy team. We under 12s, 13s, we'd beat everyone, United and Liverpool and Everton and all these teams, but I think no one really from our level actually made it to a standard of past League One or League Two.
Yeah, wow.
So I think I've probably done, funnily enough, I've actually done the best. And I was let go out the academy. So it's, interesting, really.
Yeah, wow.
Was there any big names that you played against in those academies? You speak about United, Liverpool. Is there anyone that's still kind of
doing their
truthfully,
thing?
like I don't know. I think it might be different now with social media, and it's a bit more like you'd probably hear. But I think in those days, you
don't hear about it as much and keep track of them as much as you would now.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think when you're playing at 14, 15, 16, they're just any other players. I'm sure. It would be fun. It would be really interesting to look back on and be like, oh, that's him, and him.
Yeah.
I actually don't know. I remember we played Chelsea, and I actually under 16, there was a guy called Frank Nubler. He scored like 4 goals. I think he ended up in playing like League One and League Two. But that was the only person I remember who was like unbelievable, and we knew his name.
I'm sure there's someone out there that knows. Like you one day were just lining up against some absolute baller. Maybe you didn't recognise him. Maybe he had a growth spurt as well. Like the people change.
I'm sure I've seen some photos and been like, oh, I didn't realise I played with him. Or there is some, but I'll be honest, I cannot remember off the top of my head. Nathan Redmond was a year or two below me. Jack Butland, so played with them and grew up with them. But that's it really.
Well, good. It's good.
I'm sorry, I don't have better.
No. Well,
You're coming back to us.
It's good to hear though that your parents didn't think my son's going to be the next Cristiano Ronaldo. Those parents are the worst.
Yeah.
My dad was pretty.
Kept you grounded.
Yeah. I knew if I played well, because he'd say, "Well done, you played well."
Okay, that's good.
He's a lot more supportive now. No, he was really supportive, but he's a lot more now. He's super every game.
Well, he knows he's done his job. Now he's got you to the pros.
Yeah.
One moment I want to speak about a cup game. You played Peterborough. You're playing for a non-league team. You score against Peterborough, knock them out of the cup in the FA Cup. This was back in 2014?
I think so. Yeah.
Yep, I'll rely on you. Yeah, 2014, I'll rely on you.
Yeah, 2014. What was that moment like? You're a non-league team. You knock out Peterborough, who would have been League One.
They were League One,
At that stage, in the third round of the FA Cup, the big one. You're on, the national stage. What was that moment like for you?
Yeah, it was unbelievable, really. And funnily enough, the nect day, all of us knew I was moving to Huddersfield. So I saw a sign for Huddersfield, and the agreement was that I had a league game on Saturday, and then we had this replay on the Wednesday. It was Tuesday night or Wednesday night, and that was my last 2 games. And I'd go to Huddersfield, and I scored a hat-trick on the Saturday, and then the only one before the one against Perth, and then the winner in the FA Cup. So it was a really perfect way to end my time at Kidderminster, and it was a great moment because I think they got to the fourth round. I think it was the first time in, I don't know, maybe like 20 years or 25 years or something, and they got to play Sunderland, who were in the Prem at the time, which a little bit gutted to have missed out on, but yeah, obviously I'd already sorted everything out and moved to Huddersfield, so yeah, that was a special night, and it was a good game, and yeah, great memory.
You went out with a bang. Talk me through that move to Huddersfield. What was the change up from non-league to championship?
Pretty intense. To be honest, I'd gone from like non-league 5 divisions below to Kidderminster, who, even though they were non-league, were still professional.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's about 5 or 6 teams in that division who were professional.
Yep.
And even the semi-professional teams are still training probably 3 times a week. So it's a good standard and quality. Probably gets more recognition now because of Wrexham and what they've done, and people see it as like, okay, well. So that was a big jump in itself, because that was going from playing with mates really to I was training every day in a professional environment. So it was then the step up was probably less of a step up in terms of what to expect day to day, but just the obviously quality and the intensity of training was a lot tougher, and my body took a while to get used to everything, and it was just more surreal, like the grounds you found yourself and the players you play against and all those sort of moments. I think, yeah, my debut was, oh God, I can't remember, but we played Leeds, and that was a derby game in Ellen Road, and there was 40,000 people there, and, to have that from probably, a few weeks before, maybe in front of 1,000 people was a big jump, step up. So thankfully, I think when you're younger, you're a little bit naive and more excited, rather than a bit like, oh, shit. I don't know if I can swear.
No, that's okay. No, you can.
Yeah, rather than being a bit, oh shit, what am I, like, what is this? You're just a bit like excited, like a little kid. So yeah, I'd probably be more nervous now.
Yeah. Wow. And tell me a little bit more about those physical demands as well, because everyone knows the championship. Like it's almost like a graveyard, like 46 games. You're playing almost 3 games a week almost the whole time. What was that jump up like? And then also, as you mentioned before, like you're playing teams that just came down from the Premier League as well. So I can imagine like it would have just been not only so physically demanding as well, but then the skill demands.
Yeah, exactly. I remember being a little bit off in terms fitness-wise and little things, and they did some testing with me, and I was a little bit behind the others.
Below par,
So it was tough, and then the body, I was starting to get a little injuries in places, probably like in body parts, and I'd not experienced, and that was probably just through the intensity every day and the demands that it put on your body. So it was more of an adjustment period, and then obviously, as I said, the quality is a lot less mistakes, and you give the ball away, you get punished, and all these things, and you have to learn very quickly, and the players they're always amazing, but obviously they can be a lot more ruthless, and they have to be, because that's why they're at the higher level, and the expectations are a lot higher. So it's tough mentally and physically, but it's great to be a part of, and it helps, I think, build your character and build you as a player.
You were there for a special moment. You helped get Huddersfield to the Prem. What was that like?
Yeah, I think we had one of the lower budgets in the league, and we had a German manager at the time called David Wagner. He'd come in and sort of rejuvenated the club, and brought the crowds. We were selling out every week, and it was an amazing atmosphere and thing to be part of, and to do what he did with a team that had always sort of struggled around the championship. It was an incredible achievement for the town, really. Unfortunately, the probably not gone on and managed to. Obviously, they're back in League One now, so it's been a bit of a shame how they've sort of gone back down. But those times were pretty special for the club, and I think obviously the fans as well. At least they can look back on and had those moments. They stayed up in the Premiership as well that year. So yeah, that was good times.
What did that feel like for you? Was that a big dream? Like, you just tick that off as a kid. You never thought you'd probably get there. How did that feel?
Scored a great goal as well.
Yeah.
Your Premier League goal is Iron Robin-esque. It's very nice.
Yeah, well, that's the great thing. It gave me an opportunity to do something that I guess you dream of as a kid, and as cool as it was to be able to first call myself a professional footballer at Kidderminster and then go to the Championship, which was amazing. I think to be able to say you've played in the Premier League is just something that's, it's incredible, really. And luckily enough, I was able to score a goal, which I still will happily talk about this day. And there's always a running joke with people in the dressing room. So. And a good one as well, not some rubbish little goal. It's
it's a great goal. It's a great goal.
It's a good goal. So I'm pretty sure it's my last game So I always say I'm one.
You always leave. You always
leave on a high.
Legacy.
Leave on a high. Yeah.
One player you played with, who I'm super excited to ask you about, Aaron Moy, who I think personally, Sammy, I'm sure you agree, is one of Australia's greatest ever. In terms of talent, he's up there with the best. What was he like to play with?
Oh, he was unbelievable, really. Just his consistency. I mean, his all-round quality. I still remember one of his first training sessions, and we were doing finishing practice and sort of like volleys and right foot, left foot, and he was both, and you just because also without, I'd never heard of him, didn't know who he was, because he's
quiet,
I think he'd just signed for Man City and then from Melbourne City, he was only on loan to us, so he'd never really played in England, so we weren't like I know who this guy is, and then he was just like, who the hell is this guy? And he was just unbelievable throughout the whole season, and also to do what he did, where he would go away for international breaks, and you'd see him turn up on like the Friday morning, and we'd be playing on a Saturday, and to be able to like play the games for Australia and come back and then play so well on a Saturday after having all those flights, it was pretty remarkable. And he was so good and definitely one of the best players I've played with and seen.
That's cool. What a player.
That is awesome. You then went to Forest. Tell me about that, because you were there for, I think, 4 years. And I think the first season you were there, you were unbelievable, got off to, the ground running. What was that like?
Yeah, it was... I think towards the end of Huddersfield, there had been players in the dressing room. The dressing room had it changed a lot from when I was first there, and I didn't going on to enjoyment and things. I didn't enjoy it, even though we was in the Premier League at the time, and I was, funnily enough, actually playing games and sort of doing something that you think is the dream. But I wasn't enjoying it, and I wanted to move. And as soon as Forest come in, I knew how big a club it was, and I was so excited, really, walking in and the size of the club and it a little bit closer to home as well for me, which was nice. And I went in there and it was great. I mean, we signed so many players. I think we signed 8 players on the day I signed.
Wow.
And it was like January deadline day, so it was a bit like you're walking in and you, instead of just being the new person, everyone's new. And it was
kind of helps, right?
Yeah. So it was really easy to adjust into that environment. And they're a great group of guys straight away. So it made things so comfortable. Things just went really well. I felt so at home there, and really enjoyed my time there. And it's a place that, when I go back to England, I always spend a lot of time in Nottingham, and it feels quite homely to me there.
Do you think that transition in that first year came easier because your family was so close and you were able to probably get your family to games and stuff like that as well?
Yeah, that's always a nice part. I mean, my family were always great in terms of, whenever I played, they'd drive up, but it was nicer for them to drive an hour than 3 hours up to Huddersfield. So it was a bonus for them. But yeah, all those things. But to be honest, the dressing room straight away, I walked in and, there was a lot of young boys who were just excitable little characters who made me feel so welcome, and we had experienced boys who also were in the same boat as me, had just signed. So straight away it was so easy. I felt so comfortable in the dressing room. I met some great people who I still speak to, now and still friends with. So yeah, the dressing room was a huge part, and yeah, I really enjoyed those years at Forest.
Joe, I feel like you can't mention Forest without saying this man's name, Marinakis. What was he like? And do you have a Marinakis story? Is he just because it sounds like by the second you signed, he was up to his tricks. 8 people, the roulette wheel was spinning.
Yeah, to be honest, unfortunately, I don't have a direct story. He's probably more involved now.
Okay, then now that they're in
I mean, he was massively involved, but he had his people who were at the club daily.
Probably a good thing, maybe that you didn't have to get
so
dragged
we had
into a meeting with him.
Yeah,
It's pretty intimidating.
we had meetings. We had some meetings with him, but it's a bit. Why can't you need to win, and that's it? And you're like, okay, sorry, we'll do. Yeah. That's so he's pretty honest, straight talking, and it was only when you're not doing well you'd have a meeting with him, but we didn't see him too often. But there was a lot of obviously his people around the club, and you speak to his people a lot, and there was always a massive pressure at the club, expectation, and you can feel that around the club. There's always like a desire to be win. I think the second season I was there, I think we were 6th or 7th, and which was probably a good season from where we were the season before, but it still wasn't, and it was still like, why aren't you doing better? It was always that expectation to be better, but obviously they've done well, and that it's ruthless, but they've done really well, so you can't really
you can't fault it. It worked.
So but yeah, pretty high expectations they have.
Was there always a high turnover of players? Like, it sounds like there was, as you said, when you got in there first day, there were 7 other new players with you. Was that always the case? Like,
yeah, it was.
Hard to make friends in that environment.
I think it was something like I played with about 100 different players over the 4 years at Forest. Loan players, permanent. Met a lot of people.
Good.
So it was interesting, and it was just a lot of turnover, a lot of transfers, and it was very much a few games. If they hadn't played well, it was like, right, next person. It was very much that sort of ruthless, and nothing's massively changed, to be honest. It's still the same. It's always the same when you look now at you see, and it's like, oh, they seem to be doing all right, and then it's deadline day, and it's they've signed 3 random players who are coming. So, but that's the way it's worked for them, and that's the way they are, and it sort of keeps players on their toes and making sure that they have to constantly be at their best, because if not, then they're sort of showing the door. So, yeah.
So are the managers, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you'd had to be there. The decision to leave, obviously helped then Forest get to the Prem, and then Sydney came about. You kind of became your own agent in this signing. How did that all happen?
I think so. At the end of at the start of the season for the Premier League, obviously they made plans to pretty much sign a new squad.
Again?
Yeah, again. So I got told that I didn't have a part to play for the next year, which it's football. That's absolutely fine.
Mm-hmm.
So I was just thinking what to do next. I didn't really want to go back to the Championship. Sort of haven't played there my whole career, and just thought it'd be great to have a different opportunity somewhere else and try something new. And I can't quite remember how the idea. I think I just messaged Alfie, to be honest, Lafondra, and just asked him, "Is Sydney good?
Yes,
is Sydney good? And do you reckon they'd be interested?" And then I think he just spoke to the director at the time, and I think pretty soon I was here. So it happened pretty straightforward and simple.
An agent?
Yeah, just
Adam
decide
Lafondra.
where you want to play. just head over. So it was good though. It's a bit of a shock telling my mum and dad, but
Yeah. It's a big change.
yeah,
Like,
not an hour away.
Yeah, exactly.
yeah. How did that come about though? Like, what did you know about the A-League at that point and Sydney specifically? Like, had you seen Lafondra playing? You know, how did that message even happen?
We followed each other on Instagram.
Yeah.
So, you know, I think you always see little bits and bobs.
Yeah.
I hadn't seen much of the A-League. I think all the time difference is always pretty... Obviously,
Brutal.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't... I've sort of got lost in my own thoughts there.
No, that's okay.
No, that's awesome.
Yeah,
It's a complete life change. That's
Yeah, and you did it yourself, no waiting
Yeah,
for an agent to get it done.
I couldn't even remember the question. Just thinking about...
It's been a long day.
This fan question is really interesting. That's why I wanted to squeeze it in here. This is from Lord GK11. What was it like moving to Australia, and what did you find different? I think he means in terms of like lifestyle wise. Like, did you have to? Was there anything that was like a shock to you, or did you just embrace it? Like, yeah, beaches, weather.
The first thing that come to my head was the birds. How loud they are.
Yeah, they are loud. They are very loud.
It's like Jurassic Park. So that's the first thing that comes to my head. The train, and then just thinking, why?
Why are they chirping at 5:30 in the morning? Yeah.
It's a happy country.
Yeah. No, they make weird noises though. The birds.
They do. They're very loud, and like depends where you live as well. Some are like really musical.
Yeah. So that's the big check. That's the one that fans wanted to know.
But in terms of like weather and stuff, I'm guessing that was just
all
beautiful.
I think that but obviously when I come over, it was summer in England and winter here, so it was like it's in a lot easier adaptation than probably going the other way. Moving in January and being like, oh my god, this is
brutal.
Yeah, so it was. Obviously, once you get to the summer and the weather and the games, the humidity, because I always never, I don't think I'd ever sweated during a game in England.
Wow. Yeah,
like I'm not a sweater.
Well, then you realised you are when you
I
came to Australia.
am a sweater, yeah. So, and then you have a warm-up in. Within 5 minutes of the warm-up, you like shirt soaking wet. So you quickly learn that.
You must be lucky because you said you came just from training and didn't get changed. You don't smell.
Yeah,
I can
you're not a
verify that.
sweater.
Joe Lolley
Not a sweater.
sweats, but he doesn't smell. One question I want to ask you about the footballing difference. It's the age-old debate. You know, where is the A-League comparable to England? I feel like there's no one better to ask than you. Like, what level do you think the A-League is like? Let's just take like the top clubs, like Sydney FC. Where do you think they are comparable to the Championship? And what are the biggest differences as well? Is it just a matter of professionalism? They play more games.
It's a tough question, especially. I think when I first signed, I think there was the squad in general was stronger. Mm-hmm. I think that's probably over the last few years, I'd say you got a lot more coming through the academy,
of course,
which is great in terms of we're seeing so much more minutes for the younger boys. They're developing, they're getting a lot more chances now to move from here abroad. So I think it's working really well. I'd say when I first signed, there was a bit more strength in terms of a lot of more experienced boys in the squad, you know, outside the starting 11 as well. I was really impressed when I first come to the level and the quality of the star. And I'd compare it to because of the squad strength, I thought the best teams were probably at the low end of the championship.
Yeah, okay.
But I think the big difference, especially, is just the fact that the squads in the it's 20 players, and you'll have 2 or 3 of those lads are under 21, and those are the young boys.
Yeah, okay.
Here our young boys are 16, 17.
Yeah, of course.
Our normal age is like 21.
Yeah.
And older boys are anyone above 24, where in England it's a bit like everyone, you know, it's senior pros right throughout. So the standard always stays at the top, if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, it does.
Because obviously you've got under 21s below the first team.
Yeah, no, I feel like that's an answer that's shared amongst a lot of players, particularly ones that played in the championship as well. As you said, like depth of squad, resources. But something we were just saying at the start of the show, and even off camera, we were saying Joe's just low key racked up 100 games.
Yeah, it feels like yesterday when you signed, it's already been almost 4 seasons, 100 games. Did you plan on staying this long?
I didn't have a plan.
Yeah.
had
That's
no
the best way to
idea.
be.
Had no idea how it was gonna be. Was just excited to come over and see a different way of life and a different culture, a different league and football, and it's gone really well. And the 100 games has come about pretty quickly. I don't think I've missed too many through anything, so it's it's been a lot of games, and hopefully I can still keep going, because I feel great in myself and my body at the moment. So I'm gonna try and just rack up as many as possible. I
That's
think.
it. Here's to another 100 more.
Yeah. Is Australia somewhere you feel like you could park up here for the rest of your life? It's somewhere that you kind of really enjoying it by the sounds of it.
Yeah, realistically, I think I don't see myself going back to England. So I think I'll stay over here long term. How that looks, I'm not sure, and there's always a lot of life changes pretty quickly, and a lot of things can change. But I think in general, the long term plan, I think, would be to stay here.
Joe, this is now time for the cool break, brought to you by San Miguel. This is where we just cool off the normal line of questioning. All right, some of these questions are going to be a little bit funky. You ready? What do you do to switch off?
Golf.
Golf? Yeah. Golf.
Is that a surprise?
Yeah, love it. You came to a great place to play golf as well.
A lot of golf.
Yeah, any like a show? Like, is you a Netflix guy?
Yeah, what
do you have any guilty pleasures or?
I just finished Dep Q.
Dep Q.
It's actually a
that one.
British crime.
Okay.
we
Bit of a
like
true
those.
crime.
No.
No, Love Island type of guy? No.
Not
Love
really,
Island
no,
UK,
sorry.
it's the best one.
No.
Surely you're getting into that.
I'm
Not into the reality
No
TV?
reality. TV.
Okay, so to switch off, it's golf. You can't.
It's golf, and I do like crime TV series, things like that.
We
So,
love
yeah.
that too, but we always think, we're a bit weird that we love like
God,
all
it's
the
so
dead.
good. Netflix,
Yeah.
like the stuff on Netflix is
Yeah,
all
it's
bad
always-
except that the
Yeah.
true crime.
UK ones are good too.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
always it's always really good. Sammy, we're gonna play a game now.
We are, Joe. So you've been here for a while. So we're going to play this or that, England and Australia. Food. Which one's better? I feel like you're going to say England, but surely not.
No, Australia food quality is better. I miss things obviously about England, but the food quality is much better here.
Okay.
I'm confused though. I'm sorry to interrupt.
Yeah,
this
no,
game.
go.
What's English food? Like, what are the English like? What's the
Mushy peas, bangers
fish
and mash.
Like if I went home, fish and chips, mushy peas, curry sauce.
mushy
Well,
peas?
battered
What are
sausage.
mushy peas?
That's chip shop.
Okay.
So I'd say, that's what I'm thinking right now. Is that if I went home, that is
You're just smashing.
that's the first.
The
No, I wouldn't. No, that's a treat.
Okay.
They don't have you don't have good chip shops there.
You're not. Oh, I feel like we got great chips here.
No.
Different types of chips.
Okay, different types of
I'm
chips.
half English. He always gives the food, he thinks it's
I think
like
English do a lot of things good. I'd say food, probably not one of them.
roast dinners, Yorkshire
Yeah,
pudding,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, I interrupted your game, Sammy. Continue.
coffee. Which one's better? England. I feel like it's Australian. Coffee, right?
Australia, yeah. Didn't drink coffee.
What's your go-to coffee order?
almond cappuccino with an equal?
Very Bondi.
Definitely Bondi.
Yeah, I don't know why. There's no reason why.
Yeah, you just stumbled
just-
on almond
yeah,
one
just-
day and you're like,
yeah.
this is great.
Low
Yeah.
calories as well.
Okay.
Lifestyle.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's
That's an easy one. Yeah.
Nightlife.
I prefer it. I prefer here.
Yeah. It's a different type of nightlife, like the beach club vibe. It's a bit different. You wouldn't get too
This-
much of that.
England's very England. You have the pubs, but you have clubs in it. I prefer the more bars. There's
Yeah.
more bars here and
Yeah.
like more open, social. England's very club showy.
Yeah.
As you get older too, this is a bit more chill.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
want to be able to hear people that you're speaking to,
Yeah.
that type of stuff.
And beaches. It's a tough one.
Yeah,
Beaches in there for.
England,
Yeah.
Blackpool.
Let's make a five-a-side team of players you've played with. Let's start in
Goalkeeper
goals.
or-
Yeah,
let's
start
go
goal. Let's start in goals.
Bruce Samba.
Okay.
So I think he's second choice for France now.
Yep.
Or third choice or, but he was at Forest with him for a few years and he was great with his feet as well. Very good goalkeeper, a great person. Yeah, he was easily number one
Defender.
choice. Oh, there's so many.
Yeah.
You played with a lot
Do you
of
know,
players.
if it was an actual five-a-side team, I'm saying in their peak,
Yep.
because I didn't play with him in his peak, but I saw Jack Rodwell
Yeah.
because he was just a monster. and yeah, I could imagine how good he was.
Yeah, in his prime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he used to. We were like little kids when he's fit and training. We were like,
Yeah.
he was like
He
playing
made
with like
Mickey,
under
yeah.
12s and him
Oh.
as the adult.
Yeah,
So
wow.
he would bully everyone. So yeah, he's at the back just kicking
Okay. Are we playing one defender? We'll go like what, like you're gonna make these next three players whoever you want.
Yep.
So
Don't worry about position.
yeah.
Okay. If 5-a-side, I'm putting Cass in there
Yeah.
because technically, like, he was so good dribbling, and when we played 5-a-sides, any team Cass was on is wins.
Game over. Yeah.
So he deserves to be in it.
Two more
I
spots.
would have put Aaron Moy.
Yeah.
Aaron should be, but just because he's got a mention today,
Yeah, okay. You've
we're
given
gonna
him love.
That's
yeah,
true, yeah.
we're
he's
gonna
got
leave
that
him out. But I'm not sure who I'm putting in yet.
Yeah, okay.
Up front, I'm gonna go name. I'm not sure. It's Keenan Davis. So he's I think
Yeah, he's at Udinese now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
well done.
Yeah.
Well
So
done.
young.
Yeah.
He come on loan to Forest for 6 months.
Forest
This
had a
season
lot
we
of
got
players.
season we got promoted, and he was like, I thought he'd sound like Prime R9. He was
Yeah, wow.
unbelievable.
Wow.
He was, I couldn't believe how good he was. So yeah, he's going up front.
Yeah,
and
and then I mean that last spot you could go in it if you want to put.
I'd
yourself-
enjoy it. I'd enjoy playing in
yeah,
it.
with those. Okay, that, I
I
think
feel a bit embarrassed.
Yeah, well, no, it's okay. I'll do it for you. I'll put you in your own five-a-side team. Okay.
I don't deserve to be there
That's
on
a great
on playing,
five-a-side
but
team.
I'd let everyone down.
That would. That's.
But I'd enjoy
It's a
playing
great
with Cass
side.
again.
That'll be good. That's a great five-a-side team. We got another game, Sammy, as well.
do.
This is a new one. Working title. It's called Ghostbusters.
Who you gonna call?
Because who you gonna call?
Okay.
Okay, you got this one, Sammy. You want to start?
Yeah. Okay. So you're in trouble in the middle of nowhere, and you need someone to pick you up.
Who you gonna call?
And we're doing players, by the way.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you know what? We've got some great people in our dressing room.
Who's reliable?
Yeah,
You let me know you're
no,
gonna-
I've got so many names. That's
Okay.
why it's a
Okay.
nice group. I'm going to
that's good.
say most likely to answer their phone. That's what
Like
I'm
on the
thinking.
first. Yeah, that's important.
Not on silent.
Probably maybe Alex Grant, most likely to also pick up.
Okay, that's good.
Okay.
Yeah,
One of the older, more experienced
Yeah.
hands as well.
Reliable.
Okay,
Yeah.
I can see that one.
Yep.
he's on his phone a lot as well as
that-
as being good.
okay.
He's
Okay.
very reliable, but
Shout out
also
to
Always
I
on his
reckon-
phone.
I reckon he's
Okay.
on his phone a lot.
You're gonna hit the town. You can bring one person. Who you gonna call?
I'm sure you've got many for this one too.
Geordie,
Yeah.
yeah,
Just
Yeah.
guaranteed.
just funny. Just
Yeah.
get on with Geordie. So the easy one.
You can room with one person. Who is that?
Ooh,
Which
that's a good one.
teammate? Who you rooming with? Who's like
Well,
chill?
Room with Geordie and Alex Grant.
Oh, someone else.
Okay, so you're doing a double.
they're all rounders.
So they're who I've roomed with the last year. So
Okay.
I mean that.
Yeah.
answers-
Okay. That
Choose
answers.
one.
Okay. That
Okay.
answers.
it.
Last one on Ghostbusters. Your life depends on this. You need to finish a buffet with one person.
Mushy peas.
It's got everything. Like, it's got mushy peas, chips, your almond. It's got like 10 almond caps in there. It's got. You have to finish with this person. Your life depends on it. Who are you gonna call?
Right, I had no idea why his name come into my head,
Okay.
but Harrison,
Okay.
and I've got no
What, you
idea.
just
Big
sitting in the
eater?
cafeteria just polishing food?
No,
or-
no, I've got no idea why. He just seems. I don't know if
Like
I've
he's like a
seen
big
that
eater.
or whether he's just the sort of person who
It'd just be down for it.
eats a lot.
Okay.
Is he? I don't know. Maybe he'll
Well,
tell.
maybe we
Maybe
gotta
he'll
ask.
watch this and he'll
Yeah.
tell.
Okay. Maybe he's watching this. Harrison, tell us. Are you a big eater?
Yeah.
Because Joe
I
said,
just feel like keepers. They just like to eat a lot.
Yeah.
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 which is risky business because they don't run as much.
Yeah.
They just have that great metabolism.
Don't know why I thought
Yeah.
of that, but that's the first name that popped into.
What's
my
your death row meal? Last meal on earth. Don't say
Okay.
mushy peas. You could do so much better. Come on.
head. The Clopton Catch and Stratford upon Avon shout out.
What is that?
It's the chip shop.
Oh, okay. No, it's not like another.
He probably would be,
Yeah.
especially because I don't eat it often.
Okay, so it feels like a treat.
Yeah.
I'm going to throw you under the bus here. What's that video? The video you love seeing, Briffle Brown.
Yeah, it all sounds like the same. Like English food, I feel like it all sounds like the same. It just sounds like gibberish, like riffle, raffle, mushy peas. We're digressing. More fan questions. So this one is, he couldn't help himself. He asked multiple questions.
Yeah, Luke Brown's a
doesn't-
big fan.
There we
Luke
go.
Bratton, who's the best golfer you've had as a teammate?
I want you to say.
Technically speaking, based on handicap, Jack Rodwell. Oh, no, that would be a lie. Matty Cash.
Really?
Because he's plays off about scratch, basically.
Wow. He's
So-
that good.
Yeah,
That's
he's
insane.
really good. So I'm not mentioning Luke Brown.
Yeah. He'd
He
be
definitely-
upset about that because he
Sorry,
asked
Brats.
multiple questions. I think he wanted you to...
Is he in the top 3?
Is he in like a golf
Well,
five-a-side?
Jack's
got one.
Jack's currently better.
Okay. Well, Matty, as you said.
Is he 3rd?
Bratz doesn't even make the top 3.
Sorry, Brats. Yeah.
And he's probably behind me.
Oh, where are you? 4th.
I'm 3rd in my own.
Yeah, you're right, but that's all that matters.
He's happy to put himself in that
Nah,
one.
Bratz is a good player.
Oh, who knows?
Well,
if you don't say him, you
we'll-
might
we'll
now
see
try.
soon.
He might go looking for you. Sammy, this one is from Naively Informed.
Yeah, I think they've seen your last name and they're wondering, do you like lollies or sweets, as the English call it?
Sweets.
Yeah. Are you a big...
Do I like it?
Yeah.
You like
Sorry,
it,
yeah.
yeah.
I was
Yeah.
going to say
What's your
which
favourite
boys.
sweet?
Yeah. Like, is there like a sweet of choice?
Yeah.
English
Yeah,
have those
there is a
like,
lot.
Yeah.
hard-boiled
Well, if you
lollies.
couldn't...
Yeah, I'm more hard. I don't like soft.
Okay, so like snakes, that type
Here
of stuff.
I have, the fun days.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So like the snakes
Yeah.
and put them in the fridge because they have to be hard.
Oh, no, my mum does that too.
Yeah.
It's an English thing.
What?
They
Breaks
have
your
to be
teeth.
hard.
So you can go to the dentist after.
I don't need,
Some of your
they're
eating
just
habits.
hard. So they're
I don't
hard.
deny your footballing ability, but you're...
Mau Wow, Mau Wow?
No, is that an
Mau Wow?
English thing as
Then,
well?
well, that must be English,
You
that one.
freeze...
I don't freeze
Like, you put them in the fridge.
Put them in
That
ice.
is so strange.
In the
They
fridge.
put them in the fridge and it's like
cold,
rocks.
so it's harder.
Oh, that's the worst. I like it when it almost melts in your
Yeah.
mouth.
No, it's too soft.
Oh, God, that's an interesting
Yeah,
one.
that
Okay.
was great.
Joe, the boys will be wearing a third kit, which actually is being launched today.
Let's get it out.
Yeah, can we please have that
I'm
one?
gonna
Thank
toss
you.
it in. Look at this.
Guys, you've got this beautiful kit that the boys are going to be wearing
And you know
on the
what?
weekend against the Bulls.
Let's get Joe to sign it.
Yeah, let's get
you know
Joe
what? Joe,
to
how's
be the
the...
first.
Talked
How's
about how
the...
much we love this kit before.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's very unique. It's looking
So
good.
Joe's going to show
Well,
us his
signing
signature. Wherever you think, maybe there.
You're the
Joe's going to
first
sign
one.
this.
Space,
No, there isn't. You're
Flowers.
left-handed as well. It's tough because you're going into the microphones. But Joe is signing it. Sammy, we're going to explain how people can win this kit. We're going to give it
Yes.
away. And of course, Sydney FC are going to be wearing it. Joe, you have a very nice signature as well. Let's get that.
It changes every time.
Look at that. Look at that. So we're going to be giving that one away. And that's beautiful. I really like
is.
that. And it's
It
a
is.
lovely signature as well. So we're going to be giving that one away. Guys, so stay tuned on our social. We'll explain on Instagram.
Yeah.
We'll run a competition of some kind.
We will. And this one, each episode, the boys will be signing it. So
You're going to look
get
good in that
involved.
kit. You know, floral.
I hope so.
It's a.
Hope it brings goals.
Maybe it's a good. Yeah, it could be good luck. Exactly.
Yeah,
right.
hat tricks coming back on the weekend. I
Exactly.
feel it.
Joe, we're going to finish up now. Thank you so much for jumping on. We ask everyone this question. Thank you, Sammy. If you weren't a footballer, what would you be? To give you some inspiration, you can't say this answer. We asked Ufi in Ep1 and he said a footballer. He said plan B was plan A. So you have to say something different now.
This wasn't even my plan A.
Yeah, okay.
Open a chip shop.
Yeah.
I'd be probably working for my mom.
Okay.
What does she do?
She runs a trophy and giftware business.
Cool.
So I was a terrible worker, but that's where I used to work part time
Cool.
while I was at
Great.
uni and summer holidays and stuff. And I'd have probably been in her business in some aspect.
Yeah, very cool. Is that like framing stuff as well? Or like just like
she
making...
could get this framed.
So she got a frame. Yeah,
Get it
Pull up
all
slowly.
engraved and do whatever you want.
very nice.
So if anyone from England,
Needs.
Yeah,
Yeah,
give her a
whatever.
shout
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
trophies,
definitely.
whatever.
Absolutely. Oh, Joe, thank you so much for coming on, man.
Yeah.
And good luck this weekend as well. You've hit the ground running and the momentum's really starting to build. It's been really, really cool to
Thank
watch.
you. Appreciate that.
It's been an awesome episode, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Get your comments in because, as we said this week, we've had some great ones. We know next ep will be even more. So until next time, see you later.